Evening guests and fellow Toastmasters, a warm welcome to the 23rd meeting of Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I'm Karthik Venugopal, your sergeant at arms for today. I'm sure you're excited as I am because we do have many things which will happen in this today's meeting. Let me highlight a few very important key points for our meeting. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for 2 hours. Your video should be on and audio should be off. Audio should only be on when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restrictions on speaking on these topics, Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, however, we request all speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also urge you to be cognizant on the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and in spirit. Hence, ensure there are no sexist, racist, or any such undertones which create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. The meeting is being recorded and would be streamed on social media channels. If you don't have your consent for the same, kindly mention it to the Zoom master to pause the recording during your speech. We won't be able to edit the video once it is published on social media platforms. So we do have an interesting meeting today wherein we will have multiple things happening like a full plate meals. And to get ahead with this meeting, I now call upon the presiding officer who is passionate about his work at home in a profession or with Toastmasters. From an early age, he was passionate about engineering and was fascinated by how buildings are built. And he is none other than our distinguished Toastmaster, Nagesh Ramamurthy. So I hand over the stage to you, Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy.
Thank you so much. That was our Sergeant at Arms, Karthik Venugopal. Please give him a huge round of applause. Please unmute yourself and give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. What a day today is. Why I say this? At dinner time, for most of us, we are having this meeting which is going to be served to you quite hot. And we have some interesting things lined up for today. So, fellow Toastmasters, my distinguished guests and esteemed members, good evening to you. As we gather here today, I am filled with immense pride standing before you, and I am grateful as I address you as the president of the Gabbys, an incredible Toastmasters club. It's a privilege to stand before you here in front of talented and dedicated group of individuals who are committed to personal and professional growth through effective communication and leadership as well. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to those among us who have recently participated in the contest and have emerged victorious. As I call these names, please unmute yourself and applaud for these Toastmasters. Toastmaster Chitrakshevich, Toastmaster Joane Joseph, louder please, Toastmaster Lakshmi Sujata, Toastmaster Preeti Pranav Jain, Toastmaster Samita, and our DTM Saurav. All of you, your achievements not only has brought honors to yourselves, but also has put a shine on the excellence that defines our club. As I'm acknowledging your remarkable efforts, let me take this moment to applaud the winners alongside those who have brought accolades to the club otherwise also. I'll talk about them in a minute. These people, I should say, your dedication in honing your skills of communication and leadership is truly commendable. As we celebrate not only the victories of these people, but also the journey of their growth and self improvement. Each contest that we hold in Toastmasters, be it at club, area, division, and going on to the district, is a testament to the hard work, to the perseverance, to the courage that you people display as our members. Whether you're a contestant, a supportive audience member, or someone who has contributed behind the scene as a role taker, your efforts has not gone unnoticed. It is the collaborative effort and the spirit that makes this club a vibrant and nurturing community. My applause goes to also to these people. Please unmute and applaud for these Toastmaster Devyani, Toastmaster Anukampa, Toastmaster Manvi, and Toastmaster Karthik, who supported the event as role takers. So, as we applaud the winners, let us also acknowledge the role takers whose name I just mentioned, and their mentors and other Toastmasters who supported them, who played a crucial role in guiding these people, be it the contestants or the role takers. Your commitment to the success reflects the essence of Toastmasters, a place where individuals come together, lift one another, empower one another. Let us also take this moment and serve as a reminder to ourselves of incredible potential that is there in this particular club, that is there in each one of us. Whether you're a seasoned Toastmaster or a newcomer to Toastmaster or this club, you know that journey is valued here. In Toastmasters, your contribution is very, very vital, be it the success of the club, the area, or the division, or the district. Every drop makes an ocean. As we continue our Toastmasters journey, let the achievements of today inspire us to grow greater heights tomorrow. Together, we will foster an environment of continuous learning, mutual support, and unparalleled success, I would say. I would also say that let this be written in the history as we reach glorious heights. I would say in Toastmasters style, let us toast to the brighter future that awaits for all of us at the Gabbys family, which has two extraordinary Toastmasters club. So put your hands together for everyone here. I would now want somebody to come on the stage and take over the stage from here. And I want to talk about this person whom I have seen rise and shine over a very short period of time. He is somebody who is very hungry for a role. And there is hardly any meeting in Gabbys, be it Tuesday, Thursdays, or Saturdays, that I'm not seeing him taking a role. He takes role very, very often. You would see him on the stage very often. I think he's attending the club makes him charged up altogether. He is an electrical engineer from Sri Lanka who enjoys playing badminton, and like me, loves tending and attending his beautiful garden. Put your hands together as he takes the stage after me as the Toastmaster of today's evening, Toastmaster Gihan Wickramasinghe. Over to you.
Thank you very much, dear presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy. for such warm welcome and kind introduction. Let's give a big round of applause for him. For the benefit of guests, I would like to explain the structure of today's meeting. In a regular Toastmaster meeting, we have three sections. First one is prepared speech section, second one is table topic section, and third one is the evaluation section. Today, first half of the meeting, we have our regular meeting, and there we will have only prepared speech section and evaluation section. Then the second half of the meeting, we will have a panel discussion. Before moving to the first section, now let's call today General Evaluator to brief her role and tackle team. Today, our General Evaluator stays in Venugopal, Sri Lanka, and she is a fellow chartered accountant. She has an MBA from the University of Sri Jayawardenepura, Sri Lanka. She is interested in learning new things, getting to know new people, and traveling to new places. She is none other than Toastmaster Sudharma Perera. Toastmaster Sudharma, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gihan. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of General Evaluator is to evaluate everything before the meeting and during the meeting. I will take notes on everything which will happen and doesn't happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. At the end of the meeting, I will submit my report. To help me that with general evaluation, I have tag team. Today, our timer, account, and grammarian. Today, our timer is software developer at Cognizant, Bangalore. The hobbies are traveling and clicking lots of Instagram photos. She is none other than Toastmaster Mamta Singh. Toastmaster Mamta, please explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudharma, for the lovely introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. As a timer, I will time the formal speech and the evaluation. We do not have any table topic round today. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green, yellow, and red card, which denote specific times remaining. I will raise this yellow card when the time is 5 minutes. I will raise this green card when the time is 5 minutes. I will raise this yellow card when the time is at 6 minutes. And I will raise the green card when the speech timing is at 7 minutes. For the evaluation, I will raise green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and this red card at 3 minutes. At the end of the meeting, I will represent my report. Thank you, and back to you, the General Evaluator of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta, for detailed introduction. Now, let's move to our account of the day. He is currently working as an associate software developer. He completed his BCA from IMS Ghaziabad. He likes to play piano and fond of reading novels. He is Toastmaster Keshav Garg. Toastmaster Keshav, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sudharma, for an amazing introduction. Hey everyone, dear Toastmasters and guests, I am the R counter of today. And the purpose of R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or filler pauses by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I'll also listen for filler sounds, including or I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means at the end of the meeting. I'll report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Sudharma.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav, for detailed introduction to your all. Now let's move to our grammarian introduction. Toastmaster, today our grammarian is a content writer and passionate reader. He is an introvert who finds joy in conversations. She cherishes the sunrises and sunsets at Marine Drive. Although I am traveling to Marine Drive, I couldn't cherish the sunsets and sunrises. I am along with the Marine Drive enjoying the situations. Now, with that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Joane Joseph to explain her role.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sudharma. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day to the meeting. The word of the day today is embellish, E-M-B-E-L-L-I-S-H, which means to make something more attractive by addition of some detail or features. It's a very commonly known word, but people don't use it a lot. Example of the usage of this word embellish could be, she embellished her speech with metaphors, or media embellishes the facts to highlight the truth. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day in the meeting. I will give the word of the day report and the grammatical usage report when called upon by the general evaluator by the end of the meeting. Thank you, and over to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joane, for introducing your role. Now, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Gihan for this session. Over to you, Toastmaster Gihan.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for that introduction of your role as well as tag team. Now, let's move on to the first section of today's meeting, that is prepared speech section. For today's meeting, we have only one prepared speech. Today, our first speaker has devoted 7 years to the sales arena, collaborating with India's iconic brand, Naukri.com. For the past 2 years, she has spread her wings in the field of training and development, conducting proficiency enhancement sessions for diverse audiences in India. Her journey took an unexpected turn as she moved to the US. She became a soft skill trainer, joined Toastmasters International to sharpen her soul of public speaking and leadership skills. She is on the verge of stepping into higher education in the US. She is none other than Toastmaster Smruti. She is attempting Path Break speech of motivational strategies path, and the project title is Reflect on Your Path. The purpose of the project is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path, for the member to share some aspect of his or her growth during the completion of a path. Timer, please note that the speech length will be 10 to 12 minutes. Toastmaster Smruti's speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Priyanka Rannorey. I hope Toastmaster Monica is not joined. So that evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Priyanka Rannorey. Toastmaster Priyanka Rannorey, please confirm your presence.
I'm there, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Toastmaster Smruti, are you ready? Okay. Toastmaster Smruti, managing paradox. Managing paradox. Toastmaster Smruti.
Small correction, that's not the speech title. It's a musing passage. Just for my evaluator. A musing passage.
A musing passion. May I repeat the title?
It's amusing passage. Am I right?
It's amusing. It's a musing passage.
Toastmaster Smruti. A musing passage. A musing passage. Toastmaster Smruti.
Push yourself, because no one else is gonna do it for you. The younger adolescent old me taught that life's lesson. I tried and did my best to live and survive to every single ounce of that statement till date. Fellow Toastmasters and your guest, my life has always revolved around different spheres, which forced me to wear multiple hats. But I was not at all a jack of all trades. In personal sphere, I was considered as the most calm and sensible soul. In professional sphere, people identified me as the most dedicated and sincere embodiment. But do you know the stumbling block of such personification? You are sometimes scared of expectations. You always need to find a constant reason or reasons to hit the nail and live up to the set expectations. Those reasons are none other than the motivating factors. And I had to identify different strategies to keep myself motivated at a very early age. Being in the field of sales and training, my life swings around communication and people management for a good number of years. To tell you the truth, I did love my job like anything, and I never wanted to jinx it. I'm an introvert soul, but I always felt amused and excited being around people, around clients, trainees, management, folks, mentees in both professional and personal life. I enjoyed the life of being in that position of a provider of solutions, or you may call it as Gihan, but that was me. However, life has some other plans. When I moved to a different horizon, leaving my job and people behind, not by choice, but because of circumstances. Living and breathing around different people of accent, color, different taste of food, extremely surprising weather condition was not a pleasant experience at all in the beginning. I had my expertise to identify self-motivating factor to keep life moving, jobless. I managed to do certain course certifications and binge watch all available OTT platform, developed my interest in K-drama, but nothing excited me to keep moving forward. I was missing me interacting with clients, sharing my Gyans with family and being myself around my friends. The thought of that career gap was predominantly haunting me, and I was unable to picture and plan my 5 years down the line roadmap. During that junction of life, I came across a new yet fancy thing called Speechcraft program. I read it as a paid program of 8 weeks, which will make you a public speaker. Initially, I thought it's a scam because of my lack of understanding about the project, but it was something related to public speaking which caught my eye. And I had ample amount of time to waste other than watching the K-drama. Hence, I thought to divert my time into this program. December 2022, I joined the Speechcraft batch and came in touch with magnificent, sensible, empathetic, and wise Toastmasters who guided me to understand the nuances of speech. Speech with a purpose, its organization, body language, vocal variety, and whatnot. I felt the glimpse of my past in that tenure. I was thoroughly impressed, not by the program, but by the people coordinating and mentoring me. I decided back of my mind that I would like to stay connected with this like-minded clan called Toastmasters. Well, life happened and I finally joined Gabbys post 6 months from the last day of my Speechcraft journey. Then I was informed that I had to select a path to start with. The path can be decided through a test or post-glancing through the entire course module. The moment I scrolled through the entire courses, I saw very sparkling, relatable terminology flashing in front of my pupil. It was motivational strategies. Now that sounds familiar. A thought echoed inside. And that was it. Without a second thought, I selected the same and kickstarted the voyage of my first path. Now, if you are expecting me to share my learnings and achievements, too soon. Because to learn and achieve, you need to get started. But I didn't. I joined by the end of July, and I remember till end of August, I didn't deliver even a single speech. Because I was overwhelmed and felt intimidated by fellow Toastmasters speech delivery. I had my obstacle before collating my learning experience, hence I kept quiet for a month. But it was time. And my self-motivated me made me think that an obstacle is often an unrecognized journey. A wise man has once said, when obstacles arise, you can change the direction to reach the goal. You don't change your decision to get there. So I changed my direction. Instead of learning, I started with unlearning what I knew about public speaking from my professional background, and relearn the same fine art and tune of public speaking from my fellow Toastmasters speeches. The journey began with the question of, am I audible? Am I visible? I presented my communication style, and right after, took a table topic master's role to complete my level 2 and upskilled my active listening skills. I also learned effective organizational skills by managing an online meeting during that path. The journey of identifying emotional strategy awakened my emotional intelligence, and then there was no looking back. I didn't shy away to show my amicable, alienated side by sprinkling some emotional popcorn in my speech while attempting level 3. I just started getting familiar with people, and I must acknowledge the unwavering support extended by the members of Gabbys. Now, if I start naming a few, then it will be another speech itself. But I'm truly grateful and obliged to each one of you. With all the support and given opportunity, I finished my level 3 and partial bit of level 4 and 5. However, the balance and remaining project of the path demanded people management, leadership, and professional speaking skills. And I felt as if I was back to square one. Till that time, I was just focused on public speaking, and I was completely blindfolded to the other aspect of networking and enhancing leadership skills. To be honest, I was clueless and partially disheartened because I was so close to the path completion in the month of September itself. But my guardian angel at Gabbys introduced me to not only one, but 2 opportunities to learn and showcase the required skills, which will default help me and lead to path completion. I tried both. And one among those opportunities was not other than a speech craft program. I completed a full circle from being a speech crafter to now being the coordinator or one of the speech craft batches. 1.5 months back, I was at the genesis of building a team, identifying the building blocks to bring synergy within that team. I learned how to propel and help people to ring the bell within themselves to identify their own potential. While running the Speechcraft batch, I did complete all the projects and levels of my path motivational strategies. During the path where I learned, unlearned, relearned, and still learning the fine art of public speaking, networking, leadership skills, which I'm practicing outside Toastmasters as well. In my personal life and college by being empathetic, strategic, and available to people in need. The younger old taught me how to be self-motivated, relying on others. But the present older taught me how to develop strategies while working with people around. And one of the factors is being persuasive. Hence, here I am, continuing my journey with my second path of persuasive influence. Fellow Toastmasters and the aspiring ones, a memo from a learner to another. Learning is incomplete without reflection. Based on the same, do make your path selection. In every chosen path, you may try to fit in the key to unlock, but it's the intent behind it which makes the bedrock. Few understanding comes from silence, and few when you talk. Whatever it may be, I'm sure it's always going to be a muse passage to walk. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much for that embellished speech, Toastmaster Smruti. Let's give a standing ovation to this pathbreaker speech. Since today we don't have a table topic section, now let's move to the general evaluation section. Today, our general evaluator, Madam, Toastmaster Sudharma, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gihan. That general evaluation session had 6 sections. First one, prepared speech evaluation. Second one, tag team report. Third one, my general evaluators report. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Priyanka Rannorey. She is R&D engineer at Nokia and fitness enthusiast and enjoy traveling to places that hold significant history. I would like to invite Toastmaster Priyanka to evaluate Toastmaster Smruti's path-based speech. Toastmaster Priyanka, over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, and Toastmaster Smruti in particular. What a speech. Trust me, I would be ready to again listen to your speech. A very well-crafted, well-structured speech. I must say you're a great storyteller. You unveiled every part of your journey very well. It felt like I was just watching a movie. So well you described your entire journey as you were moving on from a speech crafter to the time you've completed this path, and also you have taken another path to continue your journey. Now, the things that I really liked about your speech was, as I just mentioned, it was well structured. You very well brought about certain insights about your journey in your as you were completing this motivational path. It's about certain projects that you took over that helped you complete your path. Though you could have completed much earlier, you choose to take certain projects so that you could complete and do your path breaker. Very well put across. If I may have to give you suggestions, with your permission, what I felt personally, as you were unveiling every level of your path, I felt if you could also added points like what did each level or each project help you in. A little more emphasis could have been on those paths, so that if anyone wants to choose the pathway motivational strategies, why they have to choose this path. You did definitely put across your journey, but I felt if you could have added more elements on every level. Level 1, I learned this. And in level 1, we had these projects. Though earlier I was very uncomfortable being on the stage, how did I unveil or uncover those areas of myself? Then when I moved to level 2, level 3, a little more emphasis on what did you gain and what will someone gain if they take this path is something I felt you could have added more about it than putting just some stories about your journey. I felt that could have elevated this path breaker more and given people why they had to choose. This is the most important thing which I felt could have been covered. The rest, if I have to just nitpick, because you are a very great speaker and you are a person who can just get the audience hooked up to you. But it was very difficult for me to get a little, pick up certain areas. But if I had to nitpick, I felt you could have had a very good eye contact, which I know it's a challenging for an online environment. It is something that if you could just be more connected with the camera and delivered your entire speech, I felt it could have also been much better. Overall, if I have to sum up, a great speech, a little more emphasizes on what every level would help you in, and eye contact. The rest of it, I'm sure you'll be best. All the best for your future pathway. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka, for detailed evaluation. Now, I would like to give my comments on speaker speech, not evaluation, because it was very good, and I have no comment on Toastmaster Priyanka's evaluations. For Toastmaster Smruti's speech, it was very good speech. I was able to listen to your speech from beginning to the end. For one point from my side, because it is a path-based speech, I would like you, if you could have included your next step in your journey. What is your next step in your Toastmaster journey to us to know? That is only my comment on your speech, and thank you both evaluator and speaker. Shall we have a big round of applause to our speaker, Smruti, Toastmaster Smruti, and Toastmaster Priyanka? Thank you. Now, I would like to go to my second session, that is tag team report. I would like to invite Toastmaster Mamta to submit her timers report. Toastmaster Mamta, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudharma. So Toastmaster Smruti took 11 minutes 5 seconds, which is the qualified time. And Toastmaster Priyanka took 3 minutes 42 seconds. Yeah, this is the timing report. Back to you, General.
Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Keshav. Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Keshav for submitting our counters report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudharma. Let me share my screen. I cannot share my screen. So
okay.
Now I can. So here is the counters report. Kudos to Toastmaster Karthik, Toastmaster Mamta, Toastmaster Gihan for not using any ums or any filler words. So this is all about the counters report. Over to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav, for detailed report. And I would like to invite Toastmaster Joane to submit Grammarian's report. Toastmaster Joane, over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. The word of the day, embellish, was used by Toastmaster Gihan. That's what I heard. Very good usages, so many good usages in even the one single speech. Phrases like spread her wings, words like personification, unveiled, nuances of speech, glimpse of my past, kick-started the voyage, collating, etc. Some areas of improvement that we can work upon as a team. One is pronunciation. For example, it's not environment, it's environment. Obstacle is obstacle. Chosen is chosen. So we can think about working on our pronunciation, because we as a club, I feel, are really at a very high level when it comes to the language. Very, very often and very are not words that you can use in the same sentence, because very, very and often mean totally different things. Those, I felt a glimpse of my past. It should be, I saw a glimpse of my past. You cannot feel a glimpse, you see a glimpse. That's it. It was really a pleasure to be your grammarian today, because there were more good usages than areas of improvement. Thank you so much, and over to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster, my report on tag team. Timer, Toastmaster Mamta, explained her all well and gave her a report on timer's report. Hope I am audible.
Yes, general evaluator. Can I show the timer report at the end? I haven't done yet.
Okay, now you can share. If you can. Okay, you can just share with chat also.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll share in the
That's
chat.
only my recommendation. I report. And other than that, it was good timers report. And for our counters report, Toastmaster Keshav did a good job. And I saw some speakers who I didn't see in early meetings. They have accounts. Today I saw some accounts from their side. That means our Toastmaster Keshav did a good job by counting accounts. And Toastmaster Joane, our Grammarian of the day, also introduced a word of the day. That was a new word to me, although it was a common word. And thank you for that. And to recommend some comment for our Grammarian, because for our word of the day today, I think if we can know that, it is good. And for that, I would like to recommend for Grammarian to ask our Toastmasters to unmute your word of the day one time, then we can see the usage of word of the day with all our Toastmasters. That is my comments on tag team. Now I would like to move to general evaluators report. Meeting was started at right time by Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Karthik. It was a good opening, and there were some statement in Sergeant at Arms report. It was very well done, and I also, as a Sergeant at Arms, didn't explain that kind of explanations like we are going to record something, and if you want to pause it, you have to inform. That things I also, as Sergeant at Arms, didn't do. Then today I found that one, and it was a great Sergeant at Arms report. The beginning, and presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh, also introduced the Toastmaster of the day very well, and achievements and contest and all things explained very well. It was also good presiding officer's role. Toastmaster of the day introduced speakers and evaluators also speakers well, and it was also up to the standard. And agenda also published before the meeting and also appeared before the meeting. It also the standard of the meeting procedure. And today we didn't have table topic session. So other than that, general evaluation, our speakers also did. Our speaker Smruti also did a good speech, and evaluation also. I would like to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Gihan.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for such embellished evaluation section. Now, let's have a 5-minute break to refresh. And then after the break, we will rejoin with the most exciting section today. That is the panel discussion. So let's rejoin. Now the time is 14 past 20, 40 past 8. Then we will rejoin 19 past 8.
Hi, Nagesh sir.
Hey Priyanka, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all well, all well.
Long time.
Yeah. How is your meetings going on at your club?
I'm not sure, Nagesh sir, because Sundays I am busy with my work, so I don't have time only.
Oh, got it.
What is my background? I'm a hotelier,
I know.
Sundays, I have to forget that I have a meeting also, That is why even the table topic sessions also I'm not attending, because by the time I come back home, I'm exhausted. I come home by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Good
I
that you
don't
joined
think-
us today. Thank you so much.
Welcome. I was free, so I joined,
Did you join contests online?
No, Nagesh sir, where time? To Sunday to take out the phone and see what is happening also, I don't even know, I'll send Nagesh sir, where do you stay actually?
I stay in Sanjay Nagar.
Sanjay Nagar. I'll
Yes.
send you a location. You come to my workplace. It's pretty good. You will like the place.
Oh yes, please send it across.
I will.
Surely I'll come.
So that it's a good French cuisine. If you like French cuisine, then you can come and try.
Oh yes, send it across.
I will. Then how is the table topic sessions going on Saturdays?
Not much. We were focusing on the contest. Now the contest is over, so we'll move back the focus there. I was very busy.
Okay. I thought today, anyways, I was free. I thought, okay, I'll join and see what's
Very
happening.
nice. Good that you joined. Thank you so much for joining.
Welcome. No, I was thinking table topic session is there, so it's not there today, I think. I joined for that only.
No, it was not there in the agenda today.
Okay.
Today, kind of special meeting for us at Gabbys.
Okay.
Good evening, Elias. How are you? Good to see you.
Hello. Good to see you, TM Nagesh.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I just arrived at home, so I joined quite late.
Very good. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, I think this is a special occasion. The copywriting is so nice. I love parfait. Who doesn't love parfait?
It's good to see can recognize a few people here, like Naga sir, then Nancy, then
Nancy has also joined. Hi, Nancy. Good evening.
then
Hi,
Saurav
Nagesh. Hi, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Hi, how are you, Nancy?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good.
Good to see you in the meeting today. It's been a long time since we met in person.
I know. Husband is not around, so it's very free, He is there, then I have to go behind him only,
Hello, Natasha.
Good evening, Toastmaster Kumar. How are you?
I'm fine. Natasha, from where are you from?
Hello.
Natasha, where are you from?
I'm from Daffodils, Bangalore.
You're from good.
Hello, dear Toastmasters and guests. Now let's rejoin our meeting after the break.
Still 1 more minute, I think.
I think time is correct, but in the display it is like.
Yeah. We started the break 14 past 8.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will hand over the control of meeting to distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy to conduct the panel discussion with the Gabbys champs of evaluation and table topic. Distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening, Gihan. Thank you so much. Can we have people on the camera? Nancy, please come on camera. Who else is there? Sangeeta, Chitrakshi. Thank you, Raja Balaji, for coming on camera. Well, as I mentioned, good evening, Toastmasters again. Well, as I mentioned, it's a special meeting today at Gabbys, and we have gathered here with a lot of enthusiasm. And I stand here before you with immense pride and gratitude. In my earlier address also, I said, it is so privileged to be standing here as in front of a talented group of people here who are actually so committed for their personal and professional goals. And many of us have seen new Toastmasters coming here and growing so very quickly in their leadership and communication journey. And I again want to say this, my heartfelt gratitude and congratulations for the laurels that each one of you have acquired for yourself. And I also want to say that spotlight that you have brought in on the excellence that we Gabbys are known for. So remarkable efforts. And I would like all of you to unmute yourself and applaud for these people. Chitrakshi, we have, where is she? I didn't see her. Oh, there she is. I now see her. Chitrakshi, Joan Joseph, Lakshmi Sujata. Is Lakshmi there? Preeti Pranav Jain and Samita Kar and Saurav Datta. Round of applause. Thank you so much for all that you did for the club, for yourself, participating in the contest and getting laurels. I don't want to go in any order, but go in the alphabetical order and try to mention this gathering, how these people, where they are as of today. Toastmaster Chitrakshi, the area contest of Division B area contest, she stood first in the table topics and stood second place in evaluation, going further to division contest, which is happening in few months now. Toastmaster Joan Joseph, she is a champion last year as well, and she continues that streak. She is an area champion in evaluation in Division M District 98. And Lakshmi Sujata, she's first runner-ups in evaluation in District 9 Division B contest. Again, going to division contest now. Preeti Pranav Jain, she stood first in table topics. Samita Kar, first runner-up in table topics. And Saurav Datta, he is first in table topics as well as evaluation. Do we ask more? So many from Gabbys Toastmasters Club, and I'm privileged to have a talk, small talks with them to understand yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So let me start with our friendly Joan first. Joan, I want to ask you.
Sir, 1 second, sir. I'm sorry, but we actually, as per the agenda, we first have the elections, then we have the panel discussion, and so the panelists are going to join around 9. So yeah, that's why I had. Sorry for interrupting.
No problem. So what we do is, you now know what I'm going to ask you people, right? I've given it away. So till we come back and I start having a discussion with you, think about what I just said. We will come back after that small election ritual that we will do. And for that, I will hand it over the stage to our TMOD, Toastmaster Gihan. Over to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy. And for this lecture.
TTM Nagesh, you can drive this section, calling our election chair, and then
Okay, I can do.
take it to the
I
panel
can.
discussion.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, to give you the details of the elections, we had as an ExCom appointed, the ExComs of both the clubs had appointed an election officer. And that was in our Toastmaster Sudharma Perera, who drove this election from the time of opening the nomination, announcing the nomination opening, until now. She has been behind the scenes doing a lot of work. Where is Sudharma? Can you come on camera, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is. Thank you so much. Good evening to you. I now hand over the stage to you to take the election procedure forward and do the needful on the election protocols and other things. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudharma.
Thank you so much, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy. So, dear members of the Gabbys and Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, this is Sudha Raju, a member of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club and the election chair for conducting the elections of the executive committee of both the clubs for the period January to June 2024. We have invited nominations from club members via the election gazette published on 7th November by the presidents of both the clubs, TTM Nagesh Ramamurthy and Toastmaster Neha Jain, along with my appointment as the club election chair. The last date of filing the nominations was Saturday, 25th November 2023. We have received a single nominations for each of the 7 officer roles for both the clubs until November 25, 2023. We have received a total of 14 nominations from 12 members. 2 members have nominated themselves for 2 different positions in these 2 clubs. I would be announcing the list of nominated candidates shortly during the election proceedings. So the list of the nominated candidates has already been shared with the Electoral College. Now, as per the club constitution bylaws of the Gabbys clubs and as per the advisory of the executive committees, the club elections was conducted in 2 parts. In the first part, an endorsement has been taken electronically from the majority of the club members of both the clubs for the nominated candidates. For the purpose of such ratification, an anonymous poll was conducted post the release of the list of the slated candidates along with their bios. In that poll, at least 57 members have ratified the appointment of these nominated candidates for the respective offices. This ensures the appointments have been digitally ratified by an absolute majority in a member strength of 71. So in the second part of the process now, I'll conduct a formal ratification through propose and secondment of these nominated candidates. I would also ask for any objections to the appointment from the members present in the meeting today. Now let's proceed for the elections. Elections for the Gabbys Toastmasters Club Area B1 District 92 Executive Committee for the period of January to June 2024 will now commence. For the Gabbys Toastmaster Club Area B1 District 92, the nominations received are as follows. President, DTM Nancy Goen. Vice President, DTM Saurav Datta. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Dwani Adishara. Vice President Public Relations, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy. Club Secretary, Toastmaster Mamta Singh. Club Treasurer, Toastmaster Devashish Parmar. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amit Gupta. So before we proceed further, I would want to check with the members present of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club if any of you would want to run from the floor for any of the officer roles. Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Since we have not got any
We'll give 1
nominations.
minute. We have to give 1 minute for the nominations. Any nominations? You can call out 3 times and then we'll wait for 1 minute.
Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Once a last call. Are there any nominations? So I believe there are no nominations. So I'm continuing further. May I request a member of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club to second the proposal? Can
I,
anybody?
Joanne Joseph, second the proposal.
Thank you. I now request the club secretary, Toastmaster Chitrakish Vij, to please cast the deciding ballot in favor of the 7 nominated candidates.
Chitrakshi, you can unmute yourself.
She did, but we couldn't hear her.
Yeah, now also she is unmuted.
Chitrakshi Vij, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yes.
can talk.
Sorry. Could you repeat that again?
Yeah. I now request the club secretary, Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij, to please cast the deciding ballot in favor of all the 7 nominated candidates.
I do now. I mean, it's in favor of the 7 nominated candidates. Would you want me to read out their names?
Yeah, please.
Just a second. Yes. As the secretary of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, here is the list of the 7 people who would now be taking off, who would now be the ex-com members or the club executive committee from Jan to June 2024.
Just
President.
Chitrakshi,
Yes.
Point of order. You just have to mention that I'm casting 1 vote in favor of the candidates as follows. That's it.
Okay, I'm casting 1 vote in favor of the candidates.
Yeah.
Is that it, Saurabh? Good to go?
You can take it from here, Sudha.
Yeah. So thank you, Chitrakshi Vij. I hereby declare the following officers elected to the following officers of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, Area B1, District 92 for the term January to June 2024. President, DTM Nancy Goel. Vice President Education, DTM Saurav Datta. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Dwani Achisa. Vice President Public Relations, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy. Club Secretary, Toastmaster Mamta Singh. Club Treasurer, Toastmaster Devashish Parmar. And Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Congratulations to all the selected candidates. You can give a round of applause to them. So, we will now commence the election process for the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, Area B4, District 92 for the term January to June 2024, for which the nominations received are as follows. President, DTM Saurav Datta. Vice President Education, Toastmaster Sudharma Perera. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty. Vice President Public Relations, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy. Club Secretary, Toastmaster Pranav Poten. Club Treasurer, Toastmaster Gihan Wickramasinghe. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Manvi Kumar. Before we proceed further, I would want to check with the members present of the Gabbys online Toastmasters if any of you would want to run from the floor for any of the officer roles. Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Final call. Are there any nominations? So I take it as no nominations as float candidates. So may I request a member of the Gabbys online Toastmasters Club to second the proposal?
I second the.
Thank you.
Priyanka, please mention your name and second. You have to say I, Priyanka Rannorey.
Yeah. I, Priyanka Rannorey, second the nominations.
Thank you, Priyanka Ranami. I now request the club VPE Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal to please cast the deciding ballot in favor of all the.
So the club secretary, Sanjana Garai.
Sanjana, okay, I'm sorry. So I now request the club VPE Club Secretary Toastmaster Sanjana to please cast the deciding ballot in favor of all the 7 nominated candidates.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I, Sanjana Garai, am casting 1 vote in favor of the nominated candidates.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. I hereby declare the following officers elected to the following offices of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, Area B1, District 92 for the term January to June 2024. President DTM Saurav Datta, Vice President Education Toastmaster Sudharma Perera, Vice President Membership Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty, Vice President Public Relations DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy, Club Secretary Toastmaster Pranav Poten, Club Treasurer Toastmaster Gihan Wickramasinghe, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Manvi Kumar. Please congratulate our new officers of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club and the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. These officers will be installed in their respective office at the subsequent date by an installation officer appointed by the new executive committee members. Congratulations to all the officers. With this, I conclude the election process for both the clubs and thank you for this opportunity to lead the elections. With this election being completed, the office of the club election chair for this upcoming term now stands dissolved. With this, I hand over the stage back to our presiding officer, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the officers, and thank you to our election officer, Toastmaster Sudharaju, for all the efforts that you gave us. Please give her a huge, huge, huge round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Well, as the election officer said, the date and the election officer, the installation officer will be soon communicated to all the members of the Gabbys and the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. With that, we have come to the end of the election process. Now it's time to go back where we left. Shall we? Okay, so for that, people have to come on camera. Somehow I don't, no words come out of my mouth when people are off camera. An important equipment is black box, but that's somewhere else. Here it is not so nice. Okay, I was talking about having small discussions with the champions that we have today here in the meeting. I said, let me talk about a little bit of past, present, and the future. So I was about to ask a question to John Joseph. So I would request all the panelists to be unmuted so that you never know which question or which discussion will come on your way. So I was trying to ask John Joseph. Oh, this election made me forget. What was I about to ask? So John Joseph, do you forget like this just before the contest is about to start, especially the table topics and evaluation? What goes in your mind when the contest master is giving you the brief, the scripted brief to you, John Joseph?
First of all, thank you so much, Nagesh Ramamurthy sir and Gabbys Club for this honor and opportunity to be a panelist on the panel discussion. It is one of my biggest fears that I'm going to forget everything that I've prepared for. And I think it's a fear that all speakers have somewhere deep down, that if you're prepared for something, you'll forget. And if it's a table topic, then you'll not remember anything that you've learned. But then I think I like the risk, that thrill of going on the stage and finding out, will I really forget? And if I do, what will I do? That is something I think you can only find on stage. All the scenarios that are in your head are just in your head. What will happen actually on stage, you never know. So that's why I think I contest, to figure out how badly I'll fall and how badly I'll fail. Back to you, sir.
Oh, yes, we all have that one innate nature of forgetting things. Toastmaster Preeti, what about your forgetfulness? How good you are at that?
I think I surpass everyone else here. And I have recently experienced that the moment I got my table topic and I started it in style with confidence, but that style subsided within few seconds because in my head, what was the topic? I actually forgot the real right words of the topic and my mind was somewhere else. Thank God I picked up the crux of that topic and I could just continue. But this is the height of my forgetfulness out of nervousness. The only strength which I realized in me is that I can portray very nicely or good in masking myself with confidence that, yeah, I'm confident. Nothing happens. But at the deep level, I know that it's very hard for me to remember the topics and stick to the right words. This time I'm saved. Maybe not next time.
You will have saviors in different disguises. Don't worry, Toastmaster Preeti.
I'm blessed.
So they come in different forms. Talking about confidence, you use that in the last sentence. Toastmaster Chitrakshi, talking about confidence, I want to ask you, what makes you lose confidence in a contest?
the competition. I think the second you face the competition, you lose all confidence, even if you don't listen to them or you never hear them speaking. And for me, that started at the Gabbys contest, which was almost 3 months back. So I saw competition, a few of them were right here, and I knew I can't do this anymore. I quit. But I think it's just the feel of the Gabbys and as a family, how we never let any one person down. And there's always someone who comes to say, hey, it's fine. You just came third in table topics at Gabbys. It's not the end of life. Or I remember when I did not qualify for ISC last year, it's not the end of life. Continue. And speeches, then doing something or the other. And then again, someone from Gabbys insisting that I don't give up. I think that's where the confidence comes in. And then when you go out there and you know that there's always another chance, and which came for me thanks to the dual membership. When I got that chance, it was again, there's no dearth of gratitude because someone or the other is always there to support you. And I think that's what keeps you confident.
Well said. Well said. So I want to ask a follow-up question. What mindset did you develop there because of the camaraderie that you saw?
At the Gabbys, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything. As a kid, I remember my biggest strength was that even though we were in a nuclear family, my father was in the defense and he had to get posted out. I always knew from the first day of school, I remember I cried because I didn't want to go to school. And my mother was right there. And she said, I'll stand outside that gate all day to make sure that you know you are not alone. And that's the camaraderie that the Gabbys has. Whether it is your mentee, it's your mentor, it's the president of the club, it is people who are with you, or people who see you, hear you, listen to you. I remember before the contest also, every single time I felt, oh God, I can't do this anymore. What am I doing? Do I believe I have a chance here? I always had someone to say, hey, it's fine, you're going to do it. You're good. And that's it. That's the spirit.
Go there attitude, the mindset that you developed. I get that completely. Thank you so much. Now, I want to move and continue this discussion with Saurav. I want to ask you, in the contest, you are participant in 4 contests at the club level, 2 contests at the area level. After these 6 contests, what was your aha moment?
My aha moment was, honestly, it was about every aha moment was coming out when you were announcing the results. So it was not aha moment, it was like ha kind of moment. So I don't want to exactly replicate that. That will not look appropriate in this meeting, but you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, every single time. So when actually Aparna called me just after that, and she wanted to congratulate me, and all I was talking about is that what just happened, from area B1 till area B4. All the people that we have worked together. So it was like a series, a chain of our moments that was, for me, honestly, and I'm not trying to, sound like the big daddy kind of a thing here, but the fact is that I was really, really, I don't know, I don't know words to express how I felt when first Lakshmi's, I mean, the first was Preeti. That was kind of expected because Preeti has been doing very good in table topics, and I knew she was going to do, and then I was like, okay, I hope this Lakshmi also does it. Lakshmi is very good in evaluation, but sometimes she gets a little nervous, and I was a little doubtful about whether she'll be. But then she did so well, and unfortunately, I couldn't listen to their evaluations or speeches, so I couldn't judge like that. Then Lakshmi's name came out. I was like, great. Now let's see what Samhita does. And then Samhita was like, table topic. The evaluation was a little bit of a tinge of pain. I thought that she'll do that also. Then Chitrakshi kind of made up for it. The first one, when it was like second, I was okay, like, oh, I second. And then the evaluation came, she made up for it. She came first. So by the time my results came, it was more of like, now if I don't win, if I don't come in the top 3, it will be such a face loss for me in front of everyone else. कि देखो हम सब जीत के आ गए, बस आप ही नहीं डुबा दिया. So that was the thing that was going on in my head. So my aha moments were actually much before the results were announced, but before. And I'm not exaggerating. Aparna knows that for sure because she had called me. She said, "सबका छोड़ो अभी पहले अपना बात करो." मैं बोला नहीं, मेरे दिमाग में भी वही घूम रहा है कि क्या हो गया अभी, just now what happened. So yeah, that was string of aha moments.
Okay. So that was about the results for you. Your aha moment was contained in the results. Agreed. Now, I want to go to Samita now. Beyond result and the results of the Gabbys, what was your aha moment in the contest?
I will say the first time I won in the club, I was second. That was a huge aha moment because I didn't believe I can do it. Before joining Gabbys, I thought I was a very good speaker, frankly speaking, because that I did for a living. I used to speak for a living. And then when I came here and the evaluations came, I was kind of, okay, I need to unlearn many things, relearn, and then start my journey. So for me, every moment was something new because this is the first time I'm contesting. So the whole atmosphere, people coming, people speaking, I was finding all of them so good. And finally, when my name was announced that I have cracked it, I was on top of cloud nine. I was very happy. I was very, very happy that I have learned something. My happiness is that I have learned something. I have grown somewhere. So there's a long journey, but I know I am taking some baby steps and something I'm learning from all of them. All of them have helped me a lot. And that is a great benefit for me because you all won't understand because you all stay in bigger cities, in metros where you meet a lot of people. The place that I stay in, where no one else speaks in English, for me to get such a platform was a huge blessing, huge blessing. And growing along with the others, getting those feedbacks, I am enjoying my journey.
Great to hear such things that you have grown. Toastmasters has helped you move your orbit. Thank you so much. Now, you talked about growth. I want to take this to Lakshmi now. Lakshmi, you have been in Toastmasters for quite some time now. Your growth, what skill sets that you acquired here made you grow?
I should say in one single word, table topics, impromptu speaking. That was one of the main reasons I think joined. Just give me a second, please.
Yeah. Okay, while she's coming back, I want to go back to Saurav, asking him a completely tangential question and have a discussion.
I'm sorry.
Lakshmi, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So I would say it is table topics, impromptu speaking, because I think when I joined Toastmasters, I've heard people say and got feedback that my prepared speeches were fine enough. It was okay. But I did have a challenge with impromptu speaking. Suddenly when a question was put across, I used to find it a little difficult to talk. The same me today, especially in office and workplace, and when I interact with people, they ask, how do you talk impromptu? I'm like, Toastmasters, nothing else. And I'm not telling this to just make everyone feel great about Toastmasters. It's my personal experience. Because at times what happens in office, they suddenly say, chalo, you have to do an MC now. I'm like, now? Like, yeah, right now. And then I just go there, speak. And all thanks to Toastmasters for that.
That's one skill set I think everybody is acquiring here in Toastmasters. Yes, you want to say more? Something you wanted to were saying?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for reinforcing that. Beyond many skills, listening and talking on impromptu topic is something that we all are learning. Yeah, I was mentioning that I want to take a discussion to Saurav and ask him if at all he has to reset something for all of us or those who are contesting, what would that be?
Reset something as in the contest?
Yeah, contest.
Not reset, but I would say rather restart. One of the things that we had stopped in District 92, and since you are also the district officer and the DC member, so probably this is a message to the district executive committee. Please restart the humorous speech contest. I think none of us here, none of us who speaks would disagree with me that humor is one of the most essential part of a speech, right? Engaging with humor, the need for having humor in your speech is very important. And discontinuing the humorous speech contest for logistical reasons is probably one of the most unfortunate decisions, I would say, that we have taken, because this is important. And if there's anything that I would want to change, I probably want to have, and now that we are doing two contests, in two parts, so probably we can reconsider having the ISC and the EHSC together, because it seriously makes a lot of difference. And more contest means more opportunities means more speakers, more speakers means more members, right? So it's a cascading effect that we will have. So this is something that I would definitely want to change, bring the humorous speech contest back. Tall tales, I can understand it's a little difficult. I mean, not everyone has that natural ability. I do. But then not everyone has an ability to spin out tall tales just like that. But yeah, humorous speech contest, I think definitely something that we should think about whether we should restart.
Okay. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Reset the priorities and add humorous speech contest also. I get that. No, you touched upon an important aspects of spinning the story, the tall tale. I want to ask something there. Don't give me a tall tale, but honestly, was there something that you didn't like about your performance in the contest, TTM sir?
In the area contest?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like a lot of things about my speech. In fact, I didn't hear anyone else, so I don't know how everyone did, but I didn't like I thought that the recommendations could have been better in evaluation. I thought that my conclusion in table topics, my start was a little wobbly. I was talking about a lot of random things. So basically, I was thinking, and those things I definitely want to change, and that's something that I need to. Now that I want to contest against, the probability decreases as you go up, right? Though I always say, in our case, the probability actually was like a trough. So in the Gabbys, we were like, the probability was 1 out of 12 or 1 out of 16, like that. That went down to 1 out of 6 at the area level for me, 1 out of 8, 2 out of 6, 1 out of 3 in the area level for me. The probability increased. And then again, it will go down because in the division, it will be 1 out of 8. So I definitely need to up that game in terms of the opening. The opening was definitely not that strong. So that's something that we need to practice on.
Okay. I want to shift the same discussion with Joane. We didn't hear your speech. It was at a different district altogether, Joane, but still you heard yourself. Want to hear from you. What is that you didn't like about your speech? You're on mute if you can unmute yourself.
So one of the reasons I contest, and people always say you love winning. I don't love winning. I'm not at all a competitive person. But one thing I've learned about contesting is it's the quickest way to jump that learning curve and understand your weak points. And in the area contest, I realized that analyzing the speech is my weak point. So my recommendations were good. My conclusion opening was fine, but my analyzation of the speech was not to the point technically. And Saurav knows this because I then went back and asked Saurav, tell me how do you analyze the speech? And we had this discussion. So that is something I think I need to work on. And I think that's the beauty of contesting. We don't realize these nuances when you're in a meeting, but when you enter a contest, you clearly realize your weak points and your strengths. And Right now, at least in the area contest, that was my big point.
Great. DTM Saurav and Joane, you touched up important point. One is, you know your weakness then and there. Immediately you realize, oh, I should have done better here. One. Secondly, Toastmasters, you heard, Joane, that you increase your learning curve when you get into contests. So those of you who are still sitting on fence, not ready for the ISE contest, you still have time. Finish your level 2, get into ISE and give competition to others. So now I want to go to Chitrakshi and ask this in a different manner. If you have to change something in you or one thing in you to compete more in division contests, what would that be?
There's not one thing I have. Oh God. I have a lot of things. One of them is my background noise, and the second thing is my internet connection. For some godforsaken reason, every time I compete somewhere, my internet connection is. That's how it works for me. So I think that's something I would definitely want to change. But on a more serious note, I think what I would want to work around, which I have quite a bit, but I have been told a lot during during my evaluations or my. That's not even the point. That's not what they're trying to say. Where are you going? Stick to the point. Stick to what topic you've been given. And this has come to me left, right, center. Every time I open my mouth to give a table topic, or you've dreamt of a song and now you're going to sing it. You don't have to sing songs. You can just keep quiet and focus on the topic and focus on the topic. And I think that's something I need to work on, because that's something I've heard a lot lately. So yes, that's what I'll work on for the next contest, for sure.
Got it. So don't sing songs. Focus on the topic. So those who think that they have to relieve themselves of the tension before the contest, sing a song, that's not done, right? Okay, thank you for that. Now let me move to Preeti. It's there in my mind to ask you this because I'm asking you this because you are throughout the day almost there in the hall listening to everybody. So what is that one thing that stuck to you very boldly that was very good in another contestant? You may not want to name that contestant, but what was that one thing that stuck to you as an oh, why is it that I don't have it?
So of course, I'm not taking the name, but one contestant is day and night in my head, and she has attempted a table topic, and I was like, wow. In my head, she was the winner from the very beginning. It's very, very unfortunate that she couldn't do it, or maybe the judges did it differently. But that humor part, not only that humor part, that ease, the way she was dealing as if she's talking to friends day and night, the way we are talking right now. Each one of us is like taking a table topic right now. TTM Nagesh is asking a question and immediately we are answering because we are not at all in pressure. And I saw that ease in that lady and that humor. Every line was a punch line. And I know very well that's my weakest point. It's like in my friend circle, I'm known for my punches, but when it comes to table topic, I become preachy. So I really, really want to practice and acquire that skill, and I salute that girl. So she's there on my, she won my heart that day.
The humor in her, right?
Humor, that ease, that calmness, that control over what she knew what she's talking very, very well. But yes, competition is a competition, and it's all about marking system that day.
Great. Yeah. That you started off with humor when you talked about the other contestant, that you don't have it and she was an edge over you. That's exactly what DTM Saurav said, that we have somewhere lost touch about those humorous speeches. We have very serious in club meeting speeches also. Seldom we see somebody coming up and giving a humorous speech and making us or entertaining us, kind of. Yeah, got it. Thank you so much.
Humor might sound a very simple thing, but it's a very serious business.
It is.
Not everybody's cup of tea.
It is. It is. That's why not many people take that path also. Engaging humor.
Yes, totally agree.
Now I want to ask. We'll ask Samita here. One tool that helped you immensely, which we have not talked till now.
So, frankly speaking, for evaluation, there is Joane sitting there and Aparna. So they gave me point to point where I was really bad at it, really bad. But when they gave me the feedback and they gave me those points to look for, first they explained how, as Joane was saying, analysis. I was clueless about how to analyze. I was falling into the summary trap. So what was that analysis part? Then came the recommendations, and then in the end. So everything they gave me, only thing I was doing was I went back and I worked very hard on that. Every single day I worked on myself, I worked on the speech, and I came a notch higher. I won't say that I have gone to the top, but a notch higher I have gone. And for table topic also, how to approach the topic. Because whenever a topic is too long, it is said only once. To catch that topic, actually, I also forget. By the time you start, the words don't come. So there's a very good tip given that you focus on the keywords and then you take those keywords and then speak. So that was immensely helpful for me. I loved doing that and still working on that. So I have my curve, I think so. Everyone will agree. Maybe I was a 2 when I started and I ended up in a maybe 6. I have gone there. So it's a long way, but yes, all these tips helped me a lot.
Absolutely. No, you didn't give me one tool, you gave me 2 actually. Toastmasters started by Ralph C. Smedley, started with feedback. That's the biggest tool that we have. And second one, alongside it comes that you should have the humility to accept that feedback and work on it. So great thing over there. Now I move on to Lakshmi to ask her some tools that you have that has helped you excel.
Honestly, for me, it has been practice with these wonderful people. And in simple words, it was Ubuntu tool that we used. Together we win. And it was practice used to start at 9 o'clock, go on to 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12. And I would be the only one who would be like half asleep, to an extent that Saurav would say, "Hey, Lakshmi, your voice sounds so good. Talk like this only tomorrow." I'm like, hello. That is because I'm sleepy. I'm feeling that way. But the ultimate thing there was, however late it was getting. See, Joane had no reason to stay there. She was not even contesting. Aparna, no reason for her to be there. And again, Saurav, Samita, Preeti, Chitrakshi, all of us, we knew that if we win this, finally we might be contesting against each other. But that was really not the point there. It was to just practice, 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 and make notes of some wonderful points they gave that day. And one point that I would like to mention here is, when you hear a speech and when you give an evaluation, speak about how that speech has inspired you, if it has inspired you, or if it has entertained you, how has it entertained you? So these were some of the points that I wrote down, in fact, the day before the competition. And then I was going through, till my turn came, and it really made a difference for me on the day of the contest. It made writing my evaluation very easy.
Wonderful there. what a tool it is. Practice. Practice makes things perfect. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much over there, Lakshmi, for detailing there. Now, I want to go back to Samita. Quickly tell me, when the test speaker was about to start the speech, what was in your mind? What was running on your mind?
Four things were running in my mind. I have to analyze the speech, listen to the speech carefully for recommendation, and I have to give a summary at the end. But as it is said, if something has to go wrong, it will go wrong. When I was speaking during evaluation, I joined right in the beginning and I was there till the end. My internet never failed, except those 30 seconds when I had to give my evaluation. It stopped, it didn't work. So what has to happen, doesn't matter, it happened. So next time, next day, somewhere down, again, I'll get a chance, no, nothing to worry about.
Okay, okay. I got it now. So sandwich was running in your mind.
Yeah. All those things, how it felt, I'll tell you. Before an exam, like 10th standard board, what do? Okay, these are the important points. I need to, remember those. Exactly that same feeling. After many years, I started recollecting what should I keep in mind, what should I write down in evaluation, and how should I speak. Sometimes my pace becomes very fast, that and when I try very consciously, I become very slow. So keeping that in mind, that pace should be proper, pauses should be there. And then ultimately internet said enough. Okay, we don't want to hear you.
Got it, got it. Now, same question to Chitrakshi. What was on your mind as when the speaker was about to start his speech?
Oh, is my sheet blank? Is it a white sheet of paper? I hope nothing else is going on anywhere, because I was told that disqualification is a huge criteria. So I was just, okay, am I supposed to sit here? Is everyone watching me? Can someone tell me how is this going? Will we have the same discussion that we had earlier about whose evaluation is what? Did I understand the test speaker right? I won't be able to do it now. Forget it. And then all I could do was, Chitrakshi, just calm down. At least listen to what she's saying. You're already in your head somewhere else thinking someone's going to come and tell you things. So just listen, pay attention, pay attention. And after that, it was all okay. Flip the hood of the laptop, sit down and keep watching her and then writing, watching her and writing. That's all. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Next time, wear your hoodie and start singing Calm Down, Calm Down. Okay. Okay. Saurav. What is that first thing comes into your mind when I say test speaker? One word.
Unexpected.
Joane, one word. Champion.
I didn't get the
champion,
question.
what word comes into your mind?
Champion. Ever changing.
Okay. Preeti, story.
Life.
Life. Wonderful. Okay, Lakshmi. Mindset.
Open.
Samita, feedback.
Important.
And Chitrakshi, skill set.
Gabbys.
Gabbys. Okay. I'll ask this once again. Saurav, one word. Division contest.
One word.
Gabbys.
Other than that.
It's half Gabbys only.
Gabbys.
Okay. Now, Lakshmi, area contest.
Oh, area contest. Done.
Fun for me. Samita, I'll ask you table topics.
Interesting.
Okay. And Preeti, for you, if I say upset.
Reset.
Wonderful. Okay, last one to Chitrakshi. If I say performance.
Pressure.
Pressure. Okay. Joane, this is last. If I say pressure.
None. None. N-O-N-E. None.
None. Okay. No pressure. Contestants, don't take any pressure. Congratulations for winning your area contest. I wish you all for your practice and performance at the division. Wishing you all the very best. This was your moderator, Nagesh Ramamurthy, signing off. Thank you so much and good luck. Over to you, TMOD, Gihan, Wickramasinghe.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy and all the champions for that wonderful panel discussion. I think everyone was so excited when hearing that thoughts. So, to wind up today's meeting, I will hand over the control back to the presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy.
Oh, back to me again. Thank you so much. I had forgotten one important ritual and we still have 12 minutes. So, panelists, champions, please come on camera. I forgot to take questions from the audience. A lot of audience from different clubs have also come here. So any questions to these contestants from the audience, I'll be happy to moderate. Anyone? You can put it on the chat. If you don't want to unmute, I'll read it for you. Anyone? Aparna, Manvi, Shashank, Priyanka, Neeta, Sangeeta. Any questions? Okay, there is a question from Aparna. How is your prep for division contest going on? Who would want to take this?
You, sir.
Who should take? Me.
Yeah.
Sorrow, take it. Over to you.
So the fun thing about the Gabbys is that we practice together and we practice together to contest against each other. I think this is the only place in the world where you will people practicing with each other who they know, like, you know, if so Lakshmi, Chitrakshi, me, and who's the fourth? Okay, we three are there in evaluations, right? So we three will practice together, knowing fully well that only one of us will win. So if Chitrakshi wins, then I'm not going to win. And the same for TT, right? I mean, Joane that way is lucky that, or we are lucky rather, I would say, because Joane is not contesting in our division. So both of us are lucky. But think of it this way, it's a different level of teamwork. I mean, people talk about doing teamwork so that we can win together. That is actually easy because you know that if I add my 2 cents to it, then we'll have 8 cents and together we'll win. But here, the thing is that when we put 2 cents, I'm knowing that out of that, only 0 will come or 2 will come. And yet everyone puts in their 2 cents or rather 10 cents. That is how we practice. And our practice for the division contest is also going to be like that. At the Gabbys, it has always been. So we talked about all the practice sessions and all, right? So one person that we didn't mention is Nancy. Nancy has been defeated by us in the club contest. And she was there in the session helping us win in the area contest. I don't think this is something that you will see anywhere outside the Gabbys. Forget about any other clubs also. I really doubt if it's possible where people lose and then they come back to help you win. And then they win and then they know that if they help you, then you will win. There's a good possibility and still they help you. But on the day of the contest, one thing is clear that no one will be giving away even 1 inch. If no matter how good friends you are. So when Aparna, me, we used to contest, and one of the reasons I became a district officer is because Aparna's, I had to contest against Aparna. The reason I am back to contest is because Aparna is now a district officer. So that's how I play, you know, when Aparna is not in the arena, only then I throw my hat in the ring. But the fact here is that I want everyone to understand that practicing alone, because I will otherwise give away my secrets, is the worst possible strategy. Practicing together, because there is nothing that we know that we others don't know. It's about delivering on that particular day. There are finer nuances which will come out. Obviously, there will be some tricks up your sleeve, but it's all about the delivery on that day, right? So no matter kitna bhi pad lo, us din agar nahi aayega to nahi aayega. I think that's something that we should all understand. And this spirit is what is the essence of our practice at the Gabbys. We practiced a lot actually for the area contest also. The same thing we will do for the division as well. This, every week or maybe twice in a week we'll start doing it. There's my time, but we'll also start practicing.
Okay, that's going to be your preparation for the division contest. And I also tell you that I'm a district officer because you are all the champions there. I don't want to compete with you people. Even if my shelf there is empty, it's okay. I'll live with that. Any more questions? Yes, Toastmaster Gihan, you have a question. Go ahead.
Distinguished Master Nagesh, sir, there are few questions in the chat box.
Is it?
It's probably come to Gihan directly.
I don't see it. Gihan, maybe you will have to read it.
Okay, one question is tips on preparing speeches.
Read that again, please.
Tips on preparing speeches. Tips
on preparing speeches. Okay. Tips on preparing speeches. Okay. Who wants to take that?
Which
Joane?
speech, like TT, evaluation, international speech contest, prepare speech, which speeches?
It's not very clear as to what speech.
Maybe TT. I'm assuming TT. Joane, you can give.
So tips on preparing table topics, not just for contest, but generically to become better in table topics. One is you have to develop critical thinking. People say you have to speak. Obviously, you have to speak. That is the main thing. And we practice that in table topics, in Toastmasters and meetings. But second most important thing I feel is develop a critical thinking, develop the habit of deep thinking. So everything that happens around you, start thinking about it. We just keep living like the clock, the rat race, the wheel. It just keeps on moving. We don't think deeply. If you walk on the road and you see something, even that can become a table topic tomorrow. So start thinking deeply about the things around you. You read the news, like IPL, India lost the match, right? Very sad thing. If you start thinking deeply about why India lost the match and what are the lessons that the team have learned and what are the lessons that we as a country can learn. So these deep thinking and self-reflection is what I think helps me as a table topic contestant to give better topics than generic ones. And second is reading. Again, related to the critical thinking fact. There are people who love reading. There are people who don't love reading. I always say reading for pleasure is different. Even if you don't love reading, you should read. Because one, it gives you a perspective of an author who is someone else. Someone more learned, someone more, intelligent. So that perspective, you won't have it unless you read different books on the same topics. and build that perspective. So whether you love reading or not, you should start reading at least in some genre and build that kind of a perspective and critical thinking. Two key things if you want to really ace the table topic contest. Rest is all tips and tricks available on Google. You can just go and Google and you'll figure it out, opening, closing and all. But these are the deep tricks I think that TT champions have, because they always have a different perspective and you need to build that perspective over time.
If I may just add on to one more point there from what Joanne mentioned, one thing that helped me previously during I think last year, the year before that contest is, before the contest, I kind of wrote down some of the personal incidences in my life. Like just made a note of it, saying, okay, this had happened, this had happened, this had happened. And what did I learn from those incidences in my life? So what happened is I had a list of things or list of stories ready already, which helped during the contest.
And the final point from me, what helps me the best is to meditate. Just before the competition, I stopped thinking about it or preparing about it, and especially in the waiting area. My go-to thing is that I do meditate, because I just want that calmness in the nerves so that I'm all fresh, ready to listen there, and not in my mind repeating the dialogues or the stories or the quotes. No, mind has already overworked. So that's my go-to thing, to meditate quietly. It always helps me.
Thank you so much, Joan, Lakshmi, and Preeti. We have one question for Manvi. Quickly, with that, we will wrap it up. Manvi, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. My question to most of the participants is, even after having so much in your plate, may it be personal or professional life, how and what keeps you motivated for competing in the contest?
Yes.
Can I take this question?
Yes, Joanne.
Yeah. My motivation, I'll tell you, this is my second year at contesting. Last year was the first year. The biggest motivation I have for contesting and really in a busy schedule is the exponential growth that I have seen a contest gives, which a Toastmaster meeting cannot provide. I'm not saying meetings are not good. Meetings are obviously the core of your learning and your growth, no doubt about that. But exponential, like who I was before I was a contestant, who I am today. Let me give you a small example. I am not in District 90. I'm not competing from District 92. But we had these practice sessions that Saurabh spoke about for just 2 weeks. 2 weeks before, the level of evaluations that I gave, and 2 weeks after, the level of evaluations I'm giving is way different. And I have seen this exponential growth in all of us. All of us were a part of that practice session. And this growth would not have happened if we were not contesting. So if you want to grow exponentially in a short period of time and learn things that generally would take years to learn, then I would suggest that you compete. Not for winning. Winning or losing is just a momentary thing, right? You never know. There's a lot of other factors in it. So forget about winning. I never think about the championship. I never think about winning trophies, nothing. That's why I said pressure, none. I really don't have any pressure on my head. Doesn't matter to me. My goal is very simple, that learning and growth that happens is amazing. I've experienced that last year. I've experienced this year. Hopefully everybody will get that chance to experience. So please, please go and compete just to grow exponentially.
One thing to add here. See, there are many groups which we have formed, for practicing table topics. There have been there are people who have created groups where they have said that we'll put one topic a day. Very sincere efforts. I'm not kind of putting that down, but honestly, those are not sustainable. I've never seen those groups active throughout the year, or things happening, or that's kind of giving some result. You need to have something that you're working towards, right? There has to be some target or some goal. Achieving that, not achieving that is a different thing. Wandering in the park kind of an approach doesn't work. And that's why this contest is very important. So that's what I realized. The TT Mania or whatever we have done, those efforts were good for practicing, but that doesn't give that steam. You can always say that these practice sessions you could have done without the contest also. We could have, but it would not have worked out. Because after 2-3 sessions, people would not come. Here we know we have to come. who wants to go in front of the audience and get humiliated, right? No one wants that. But यहाँ पे वो motivation काम करता है. Whether winning matters to you or not, that's a totally, personal thing. Like for Joane, it doesn't matter. For me, it totally matters. I don't believe in trying. I believe in winning. And obviously, I have to try to win. But then for me, winning is not the only thing. Winning is not everything. Winning is the only thing, right? And that is why, for me, I look at it that. But that's okay. I mean, that's how our conditionings are. But ये एक चीज I think no one will deny कि गोल होना चाहिए. Contest का गोल नहीं होगा तो फिर practice ढंग से होता नहीं है.
Yeah, Preeti, you were about to say something. Go ahead, please.
It's like all of us are in the Toastmaster for some or other reason or intention, okay? When we were in school, and imagine if you don't take exams, and we just said we are okay, we are coming to school, attending classes, perfectly fine, but we don't give exams. Who will evaluate our growth? How will we evaluate our growth? And this contest gives us that opportunity to face where we are lacking, what we need to practice, to challenge ourselves, to challenge our nervousness. Throughout the year, we are in our own pace, completing our paths and the speeches and everything. So these contests, it's like accelerate our learning, and it's a must. If I think each one of us should take at least once every single year, we should challenge ourselves that at least one contest I'll take part, because this is going to be like a measure that we have learned over the full year in the Toastmasters journey. That kick is very, very important. This goal is very, very important. So I take it as that way, that no one is here pushing me or asking me a question, because that's not Toastmasters Club, but I am here to learn. That's my intention. So, yeah. And that is the reason I keep going with the contests every year.
Very true, very true. We are up the hour, but still Toastmasters, this is very important that we are having this discussion, listening to one another, what worked well and what is the motivation. So let's bear for a few more minutes before we close and wind. Toastmaster Samita, over to you.
Yeah, Manvi had asked, with everything going on around us, how do we motivate ourselves? It is what we want from life. If you want something, you will go for it. There may be 100 other things going along. If you want to grow, you will come and join. You will come and do your contest. See, staying up till 12 o'clock, I don't think any of us would have done on a regular basis if we didn't want it. Everyone had their own set of things going on behind us, and we made time. We still made time because we wanted it. So that want has to be there for you. And once you have that want, things will fall into place. You'll get time to do everything.
Absolutely. The hunger within, I would say. Thank you so much. There is one question which I would want to take. One word answer from each of the winners. What worked for you to become a winner? What worked for you to become a winner? Samita, from you.
Oh, my son's laughing at me when I couldn't get things right. So I looked at him and I said, okay, I'll get it.
You will get it. Okay. Preeti, one word.
I'm living it for myself. Finally, it's my life. I'm doing everything for myself.
Your life. Okay, Sujata, Lakshmi Sujata.
Just so that I answer the question right, can I have the question once again? It's
What worked for you to become a winner? One word.
What worked for me so that I could be a winner? Practice.
Practice. Okay.
That
Lakshmi.
pushing myself.
Pushing yourself. Chitrakshi.
I'll explain it. I'll give you one word and then I'll explain it in something that I just remembered. So the word for me is support. And how I would like to explain it is, dard bhi tum hi dete ho, dawa bhi tum hi lagate ho. So that is how the support was. One person going, chak, 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 what the hell are you doing? The other going, oh, it's okay, you'll manage, you're good, just go for it. So I think, yes, the support.
दर्द दवा और दुआ भी देने वाले हैं लोग. Thank you. And Joane, from you.
So the one word is fearless. And I also need to explain this because I have stage anxiety. People don't know this. People think I'm a very confident speaker, but I have real anxiety, like on body, like dizziness and all those things. So one of my main reasons to join Toastmasters was to get over the stage anxiety. Every time I go on stage to compete, I actually have a dizzy head. My head is not clear completely. So the one mantra I keep is be fearless. I'm not yet there, but that's the path I'm taking now, to become fearless as a speaker.
Okay. Saurav, from you.
Again, for me also, it's practice. I have practiced a lot because, I took up the district leadership role. So I went out of touch with meetings and all. I was busy with the club chartering and all that. So suddenly I realized that I am doing very bad in table topics and evaluation. And 4-5 club meetings happened where I was not the best TT speaker, which generally didn't happen before. So that was a wake-up call. And then I did a couple of practice sessions and I realized that this is not going anywhere with the group. And after that, I requested Nancy to do separate practice sessions with me. Then Nancy and I did some practice sessions. And that was like 2, 3, 4 hours long also sometimes. And that I kept on practicing. And then after that, these group sessions. So the group sessions mein kya hota tha, because there are many people, so there would be feedback, evaluation, and all of those things. So hardly we could practice, say, 2 or 3 topics. Mostly it was about hearing what the feedback is. But in the session with Nancy, it was more about she giving me a topic, and I told her very clearly, 30 seconds mein bol dena, main samajh jaunga. Any which ways I know how have I done. So that way it kind of helped. So I think practice is what helped us a lot.
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was a question from Uma Shikhar, who is our guest in today's meeting. We heard about what upset people, what they would reset or restart, what were the mindset, what were the skill set, and what was the tool set. That's what we talked about in this session. Thank you so much, Toastmasters. With that, I adjourn this meeting, number 23. And see you all on Thursday once again with another fresh meeting, few more speeches, more table topics, and some great evaluation the Gabbys way. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.